Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today I want to show you how you can do a stencil with paint. Okay, this stencil I'll be using is Stamperia stencils. Okay, and it's got the clock on it, but it's from Stamperia. Okay, and I wanted to show you. You can use. I just washed it, and look what happened. It needs glued, but it didn't work very well. This was glued in there. I used this and it didn't work very well for the paint. I'm gonna show you down here is where I used it, and it's kind of blotchy. It didn't really do very good. But these makeup applicators that you can get from Dollar Tree, this one's just red because it was a heart one, Valentine's Day. They put it down very good to paint on a stencil. Okay, so today we're gonna take this, and I want the clock at the top, and I'm gonna do multiple colors. So I'm gonna start out with black, and then remember, it takes a bit for the paint to dry. So I'm gonna start out black, and then I'm gonna do other colors, okay? I gotta quit shaking that. I keep forgetting. I put the X there because there's water in it, and look. Me and my paint stuff. Well, we might as well do these gears. Now we got paint on them. Then I can put other colors on top of it if I want to add more later, but this wasn't planned obviously to do that, but we're just gonna do it anyway. We'll make that 3. I mean, you can do it with a brush too, but I don't know what it's gonna look like with a brush and that much paint, because it might ooze down underneath the lines of the stencil, but we're gonna find out. Because, you know, me and my happy accidents. Me and my happy accidents. I do want some black on the clock. So we'll use the remainder with a brush. This is totally unplanned, so we'll see how the brush looks. I'm going like 2 ways on these stencils. And hopefully it shows up. Right, I'm gonna clean the brush. And I'm gonna pull this up first because I gotta clean the stencil. We'll see how this looks with a paintbrush. Hey, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Right, that's just a start. That's just the start of it. All right, I gotta clean the stencil. Okay, beautiful beings, I didn't take the paint off the stencil, and I'm gonna show you why, but I don't want to move that. This is really flimsy. I love Stamperia, but this stencil is really flimsy, and I didn't think when I got it in the mail that it was gonna be that flimsy, but I love the artwork, but that's why I'm keeping the paint on, because it will stiffen it over time and make it more stiffer, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, now I'm using tropical orange. And remember, I'm gonna have to let the stencil and the paint on the stencil, or under the stencil, dry. So I'm just taking a paintbrush and going like this. And then I'm gonna show you with these, the makeup ones, okay? These work well. I'm just gonna put it here and there. kind of want to let it just dry in there. It looks like it's already drying, so let's try another color. A junk melt is good for this, as you can see. All right, let's do some red. And I do have this here to clean my, oh! All right, every time I try to show you something, I just splashed water, but I do have this here to clean my brush. And I have a napkin to absorb the wetness, and I just got black on the brush, which I did not want to do. All right. It's one of those days, beautiful beings. All right, we're gonna put a little red down. Just a little. And I already had a dabber that had this on it. Make sure you clean these as soon as you're done, okay? Because it'll stiffen them and you don't want them stiffened. All right, I want some red over this to mix in with the black. And I probably need more paint. Let's do Pueblo. Let's do some Pueblo. This is thicker. And take one of our makeup daubers, put some on there, get the rest off the brush, and then we'll move down here. You want to move down there. And let's put some here and here. I'm gonna use nutmeg brown. These two colors are kind of blended together, the nutmeg and the Pueblo. I want more orange, I think. I put nutmeg on the clock. All right, then we're going back to orange and red, and then it should be good. And then I want to put something in here too. All right. Gotta remember this is runny. I'm just gonna dab it like that because the paintbrush in the water is really dirty. What did I do with my orange? I think that's my orange. So I'm just gonna dab this and put more orange in places. So at this point I can't see what is what. Just mixing colors. And trying to get rid of some of the dark spots. Hopefully this shows up good. Now we're gonna move back down here. Blending in well. But we definitely need color down here. Definitely need more color down here. And that is really dark right there. And maybe a little red on there. And over here. All right. Ready, beautiful beings? Here we go. Ooh, I like it. What do you think? Oh, it ripped right there. It ripped. Too much at a time. I should have let it dry. Now I'm gonna have to redo that. But I'm gonna take my art glitter glue and just apply a little bit right there, and we'll redo that once it's dry. So now at least we know, let it dry. Let it have dry time. Then we'll just redo that when it dries. So I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll come back. But I think that looks pretty nice. Okay? You know, for fall. When we turn our clocks back. This is gonna go into a fall journal Can even be a Thanksgiving journal. Okay, I'll be back when it dries. Okay, beautiful beings, I just want to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to very carefully hold this down and just do the clock hands with a little small brush. I'm just doing it very carefully so we don't lose the design. Okay, beautiful beings, I need this 5. I need the 5. So I'm going to take, I think, some red and maybe some orange, because it's too dark over here. I don't want to rub it, I'm just tapping it. And I wanted the whole 5, but as you can see, all the 4's not lined up. Oh well, it wasn't lined up. Even when it's lined up, the 5 didn't show the whole 5. But I wanted a little bit 5 in red, and then I think I wanted some orange in it. Now I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry. But while that is drying, with this, I'm going to punch a hole right here, the clock hands. See, I got it marked. I'm using a tiny hole puncher, and I don't know what size that is, or I'd tell you. I just know they sell big ones and little ones. I think I got this one at Walmart. But the big one you can get at Dollar Tree, if they still sell them at your Dollar Tree. Okay, so that's going to go there. Now where's my brat? Here's my brat. I gotta remember not to touch this 5 because it's wet. Here's my brat, and here's my hands. These are die cuts. Okay. I'm gonna put them right in there. This. Then I'm gonna put the brat in there. All right, let's do this. Let's put that in there. Put that in there. And get it in there. And then chose a gold brat. Oh, I just touched a 5. Hey, that's pretty much dry already. That's good. Because I want to add a little orange to it. Put that in there. We're going to make sure we push it all the way up. Okay, see. Okay, let me raise you up. I'm going to hold that down. And we're going to make sure we push that one all the way to the left, push down, and that one all the way to the right, push down. Okay? And there we go. We're gonna make it, these are a little fragile because they're so thin. Maybe I shouldn't have put them in so hard. This one, that's not as fragile as the little one. And we're gonna make it 3 o'clock. Now we're gonna come back down here. Is it dry? Yep. I don't know if it's dry on this. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I just wanted to add, please don't screw this up. I hope that paint will go the other side. Remember, I'm leaving the paint on the stencil because it's so flimsy. And I can't make that normal now because if I do, I'm going to screw up the 5. So I'm going to take some orange now, just a little bit. I want a close-up of this. I'm gonna hold that down, top and bottom, and I'm just dipping my brush into this, just like that, getting a little bit of the paint, and then I'm just gonna dab, like that. And that's it, okay? That's all I'm gonna do. I don't wanna mess it up. Then I'm gonna hold it up, there. That's good enough. Set that aside. And now, what I just want to do, I'm going to leave it down because what I did was draw some of these, but bigger, so I could cover them up. Okay. And I cut them out and painted them because those just weren't looking good, so we're going to glue them down. then take our other clock hand, glue that up. I figure you don't need to see me glue because it just makes all you see is my hands in the glue, and sometimes if I'm up or down, whichever, it makes it fuzzy. So for now on, I'm not going to show you me gluing because there's really no point in it because you guys know how to glue. Right. Now I'm going to raise it back up because it needs something right there. And this, I wanted to tell you, you can buy this at Dollar Tree, and you put all your little snippets, your scraps from everything in it, and then you can make little embellishments with them. Just wanted to share that. Now we gotta find, I want a pearl. I want a white pearl. Or even a diamond, that'd pop. But how big? I don't want to make it bigger than the hand so it looks wonky, you know? Let's see, I think that one might work because this one is the next size, and I think that'd be way too big. What do you think? Maybe not. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's go with that. I kind of like the pearl. Let's see if the pearl looks better. See, I think the pearl looks better, but let's go with that because it's got multiple colors glistening off it. So I'm just going to put a little glue here. And put that down. We want to make sure it's centered. There we go. Now, the final step is I want more of this, like around the edges and stuff, and the top. But first, I'm going to curve in because I want my edges curved in like that. Then I got some fray on the sides. I kind of want to go in and out. Maybe I'll just do this on the corners. I could change my mind later. There we go. Sure it's round and there's no point. There. I'm going to turn you sideways, and I won't leave it so you have the stuff on the sides. I'll make sure it's laying flat, but I want you to see everything. Now, let's get the paint ready. I kind of don't want to use brown on them because it's kind of dark. So we're going to use orange and red. Orange and red, and I got 2 brushes. I should just use the dabbers, I think. I wet my finger. And I gotta put the lid on the glue. Okay. Can you see that over there too? Right. I kinda wanna use the dabbers because I like that better. So let's see. Make sure nothing on here is wet. Well, I'm gonna turn you back this way. You got a full view of that. What I'm gonna do is turn this sideways so I get it right where I want it. And I just want some of these like in places. So I'm gonna take the dabber like that. I'm trying to pinch this because I don't want, I don't know if that's gonna look good or not right there. Well, no, I want to pull it up. Yeah, it's all right. But I'm gonna put that down, and I probably should really be waiting for this to dry, but I'm gonna do 2 more right here. And I'm not pushing hard because I want some orange in with it. Then gonna keep going up. There we go. And I gotta remember that's the clock, so I don't want to put one there, and that's the clock. And I don't know what's going there. It must be where the clock's missing. But I think I could put some in there and it will look alright. I probably should have done the orange at the same time, to tell you the truth. Because I'm going to have to just redo it, and I don't want to. just want a little orange in there. It looks fine. Probably should have done it there. Yeah. If I hadn't lined this up the way I had it like that. We'll just do, so she knows it. I think we're just gonna put orange in there. Soft dab of orange. Didn't come off there. Then we're gonna go back down here. This is why I should have done it, because now I don't even know where I had it. I think I had these two. I'm thinking maybe I didn't. Maybe I had these two. Yep, I had those two. And where's my orange dabber? I gotta pick this up and put it right there because it's gonna go in my paint. And then I moved it again. Come on. They're soft. And of course it just made it orange. Heck of a time, heck of a time. I don't even know how I had this. Put it on the edge. Well, I'll just put some orange ones beside the red, because when I did the other one, I kind of drained the red out. So we'll do that. Fine. Then I gotta redo these, so we're just gonna put two red, like beside them, maybe like that. There we go. Now I'm thinking I should do something over here. Meanwhile, my glue is drying fastly. I need one in there, I think. I need to set something there so that stencil won't lay in the paint. There. And a little orange. Maybe one right here. Hopefully it don't look bad. And we need one right here. Need two. I'm going off the page. And then a little red. And then a corner, and we're done. This is all done. Check my gem, because it's moving. This one's going to be multiple ones, I think. It's orange. And then red. Just a little bit of red and a little bit. It didn't even show up the red, did it? So I'm going to have to do it again. Hang on, guys. Can't see. I'm going to check. Just want to line this up, which is not lining up. Do I have this one here? Yes. There. I think my red's all dried up. Yeah, push harder. There we go. I got a little red in there. And then I'm gonna need more red. I got some on the paintbrush. And then we're gonna do these, and we're done. I don't want that corner, so I'm just gonna do this. Off the brush, I'm just pushing down to get the red, because it's drying. And the paint over there is completely dry. And then we're gonna put a little orange in it, and we're done. Is it covering it again? I think it's covering it again. It is. So we'll do it again. With red. Just twisting, get some red in there. Spots. Okay, beautiful beings. Here's our side pocket. Fall ahead and fall in November. So I made clocks for that. I might make some more. I'm not sure yet. Or you can use it for a belly band. Whatever you would like. Have a wonderful evening.